Okay, just a quick mic test. Okay, just a quick mic test.
Sounds good to me.
Just a quick mic test.
Oh,
Sounds good
okay,
to me.
Good God. We don't want that echo. Sorry about that, folks. So let me just... And yep, we're good to go. Basically, I tried speaking there, and the mic wasn't picking up. For some reason, it had, like, disconnected. So I had to, like, figure out how to fix that. So, sorry about that. But anyway, howdy, Immortallium here, and I am back to do some more Lunacid. Now, last week I did end off a little on the early side, but we still made some progress last week. And in terms of what to do now, I mean, we're back in the... we're in these tombs, like, where I seem to always be going back here, because I feel like I'm missing something. Hang on, I'll just make one quick adjustment for my own personal sake. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, so one thing I want to do very quickly is I want to warp to the forest, yes. Because when I was editing, I can't remember 100%, but there were these little bulbs down there or something that I'm not sure if I'd opened. I don't know if they're anything of significance. Oh god, I have the fire sword. Okay, hang on. For out here, I would like to use the bow. This one. Come on. There we go, gotcha. Plus it wouldn't hurt to get into some experience anyway. But point is, I wanted to take a look at them before kind of stopping in this area. Then I'm going to do another quick glance in the tomb. In particular, actually, what I want to check is... I can't remember if I explored past... Oh my god, you're still alive. That was interesting. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I wanted to see if like, there was anything past that hole. And if not, then I'm gonna have to go to the castle, because I've been spending too long at those catacombs getting nothing done. So I think at this rate it would be better to just... Sorry. The other thing as well, actually, is between... I think I did a little bit of it before last week, but then between, like, last week and now in particular, I really got into Resident Evil Village. So I'm actually, control scheme-wise, thinking in Resident Evil Village mode. Like, I'm trying to use the mouse wheel to switch the weapons. There was something else a moment ago that... Oh, I think I was doing F instead of E to interact or something like that. Hang on. Okay, yeah, I'm playing a little bit messily here. Hang on, wasn't this about the spot? Oh, by the way, I was right about these Kodama being the guys from Princess Mononoke. I looked it up. Okay, so the blood magic is... that, right? Hang on now. Maybe I wasn't standing close enough? Was it not? It was the blood before. I could have swore it was the blood. Hang on. There we go. See? So that did work. I don't know why it wasn't working on that one. Okay, let's just... open a couple of these, see if there's... Oh! Well, you know what? I won't say no to that. And finally, come on, open up for me. Maybe I stand too close? Ooh. A rusted sword. That sounds like something that I need to level up. Where are you now? Yep. Do you see this? Okay, so I'm gonna need to work on developing this, I think. I presume it's just physical, yeah. Which means I'd need to use my magic now to do the ghosts or whatever. Oh! There's more. Hang on. Ah. Okay, I better look around here and see. Because I think unless I'm, like, missed one particular spot, which, you know, very possible. I've missed a lot of stuff in this game so far in terms of when I go back to areas. unless I've missed something in, like, the forest area down below, where all those, like, plants, the caverns, essentially. Actually, would it be better to go back that way? It might be, because if I go that way, then I'll know that I'll end up at the hole. I can also, like, continue on from there in the catacombs. Also, I want to see... I don't know if this is actually going to be a thing. It'll be awesome if it's in this game, but I'm wondering to myself, will it remember all of those coffins type there? Hang on, this isn't the right spot. Hang on now, it must be over this way then, right? Which means maybe there's more of those buds to open in this direction. Oh man. Be very nice if I had, like, even more speed so I could just, like, blitz around. I wonder how fast you can actually end up running in this game. Like, if I just kept leveling up speed, like, would I be basically Speedy Gonzalez? Or I guess if you want a more modern example, you could say The Flash. Well, I say modern. The Flash is... himself isn't a modern character. What's a good, like, modern character who's known for, like, super speed? Ooh, I'll take that. Another health vial. I'm racking my brain for it, but I actually can't think of any off the top of my head. If you're watching this, you can let me know. What's a character who's, like, created in the past 10 years? Oh. I don't want to, I know it gets really dark in the capture for this, so I better bring out this. Oh, can I make this jump? Surely if I stand on here... Oh, okay, I'm still slipping. Oh, okay, this isn't actually, like, a ledge at all. And this, I lose too much speed jumping over. Not speed, height. Always annoying when it's so close, but I can very easily fix this. Go back to my trusty coffins. So surely now... Yeah. Okay, so... And this is also a good opportunity to see if I missed anything in here. Maybe I'll accidentally run into, like, a hidden door, or I forgot to look down below. Actually, not bad for these plants, which makes perfect sense, actually, a fire sword and plants. Maybe I should temporarily switch over to this... Because then I can use this to break stuff and get experience for it. And then I can swap back to this. Crap. There we go. Taking a little bit of damage, that's fine. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, just basically let me know if there's, like, a modern character that you're aware of who's, like, known for being super fast. And also, when I went into the... Was it the Fetid Mire? Was that what the place was called? Honestly, can't remember now. But, like, when I went back there after having, like, died later on, like, I found so much, like, content there. Like, it was actually insane how much I missed. I think... So it looks like it doesn't remember places that I've opened, because this is closed up again. Which makes me think maybe the coffins I've left before won't be there. But we'll just have to see. I should probably be checking to see if there's any secret, like, walls as well. Oh, I should probably explain again. I mean, if you've been watching for a while, you'll know exactly why, but I'm doing this on a Saturday instead of a Sunday. And there is a reason for that. It's because, again, Caitlin and I are going to be recording tomorrow for Victory Cheat Gaming. We're going to be starting a new short game to replace Ori, and also we are going to be making good progress in Xeriscape. Whether we'll actually get the game done, I don't know, because there's still a lot of like a lot of stuff in there to go, but we might get it done depending on how fast Caitlin's able to like put the pieces together. Yeah, I think as well, like I have a bit of something to say about its sequel VLR in terms of like when we'd potentially be doing that, but that's probably better to be like better said at the end of the first game of 999 rather than in here on some random stream that isn't related to that. Although who knows, because I definitely think that this game will be on that, well, actually it'll be all up to her really, but I definitely think this game is going to go onto the list, guaranteed that. Because this game is challenging. And not just from a combat perspective, although I have died in combat, but even just like trying to figure out where to go. Now maybe in here, because I can't remember if I found any hidden walls in here, you see. Oh. But as I said, it doesn't hurt to be getting experience anyway. Like if I take a look, you can see 4 to 16%. Also, 16% lunacy. I'm trying to remember. Actually, I can probably just quickly answer that, right? If I go to game manual, which, by the way, this is still so awesome. 8. Land is rife. No. Lunacy causes. Casting spells causes lunacy, depending on the caster's maximum spell cost and the real world lunar cycle. So, increases the amount of damage inflicted by both the players and the creatures, and also increases XP gained. So, it's a high risk, high reward kind of scenario, but it seems to be beneficial overall to the player, because not only are you dealing more damage, but also, hang on, I might actually try using, because even though I might have opened these before, I think it's just kind of safer to just go by anyway and just make sure that, you know, that this is one that I've done before. Anyway, what was I saying? Excuse me, I'm quite tired today, I will admit that. What was I saying? Oh, that's something that you really don't want to do in Let's Plays, like forgetting what you were talking about. I'll get it eventually. Don't worry about it, folks. What was I talking about? Was I just basically talking about the challenge of the game? Was that what I was talking about? Yeah, and that, like, for instance, like, this game is so exploration-based, like... Oh, okay, I just went in a circle. Like, it's insanely... exploration-based. And I love that. I love that. That's one of the reasons why I love Metroidvanias. Because, like, just exploring is so much fun. I wonder, can I... Sometimes I notice if I'm, like, stuck to the wall here, I can get, like, a second hop. But I'm not getting it oh! Come on, there we go. Very nice. Am I just going back where I came before? I feel like it was down below anyway, and I thought it was in one of those passages in order to get back to the hole. But yeah, like, that's one of the reasons why I love Metroidvanias. Also, that is kind of one of the reasons why I actually don't like a lot of open world games. I mean, there's multiple reasons why I'm not fond of open world games. I'm not saying I dislike all of them, by the way. Like, there are a few. Like, I like Elden Ring a lot. I like... The Witcher 3 is an open world game. So yeah, I liked Witcher 3. Skyrim was good. You know, I'm not as gung-ho about Skyrim as, you know, everyone else is, but I thought it was a big improvement over Oblivion, particularly in terms of the combat. So yeah, you know, there are certain open world games that I do like. But, like, even in the case of Elden Ring, like, when I was finished with that, I was thinking to myself, like, I'm really enjoyable. Like, one of probably the best implementation of open world game design that I've seen. But would I prefer it to be a bit more of a linear experience like Dark Souls, like Sekiro or stuff? Probably. But, you know, that's each one's taste. But anyway, back to what I was saying before about exploration. Because you might be thinking to yourself, Owen, or Immortallium, whichever you want to call me. Like, what are you talking about? Open world games? They're full of exploration, right? Like, you just said you love exploration. So why are you saying that you don't like open world games? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because most open world games aren't actually about exploration. So this was like a proper realization. Like, obviously I was aware of it before, but a proper realization occurred to me when I was playing, I guess it was Middle-earth Shadow of War, which was the second Middle-earth game. And obviously it just applied to some degree to the first one as well. I thought those games were okay. I didn't think that, you know, I thought there was potential with the Nemesis system, but I wasn't as in love with it as everyone else is. Can I climb up this way? No, I can't. But anyway, point is, as I was running around doing the tasks, I realized I wasn't actually exploring. I was just following icons on a map. And when I realized that, that's when I kind of thought to myself, hang on now, this is actually probably one of the reasons why... Here we go. And are there coffins? There aren't. As I thought. Okay, so yeah, they go away, but that's fine. But yeah, so like I was just running in straight lines essentially from icon to icon. And... Hang on now. Okay, I gotta just get my bearings for a moment. Also, I might... Yeah, that's fine, actually, because I don't really think I found much, if any, enemies besides the skeletons in the catacombs that are affected by my mace. So I don't really mind that. I can... Hello. Wait a second. I can't get through there, can I? It looks like... Looks like there's an opening behind here. Oh. Well, that's... Wait. Oh my god. What? Okay, so I thought I just found some big secret, but I think this is actually just the way I came in. Okay. Well, point anyway is... Yeah, let's just make some progress here. So, or at least try to, because I haven't made any progress here in a while. Let me tell you that. So anyway. So yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I actually liked the way open world was designed in Elden Ring, because in that game you actually were exploring. Now, there's some issues with that. For one, game balance is a very difficult thing to achieve in something like that, unless you resort to like scaling or something. But like, for instance, with Elden Ring, I actually went to... What's the place again that's to the right on the world map again? Caelid? Was that what it was? It's been a few years, folks, since I've played Elden Ring. Although I am super excited to play its DLC. I'm very curious about that. Particularly how its leveling system seems to be quite different and a bit weird. But, point anyway... This? What was that noise? Anyway, this is what I was reading before. The light, the tree fires of Prometheus, which I believe I've done, only then shall vision be restored. Like, is that telling me... Maybe all that's telling me is... that, Hang on, let's see how much damage this does. Nothing. Okay, better to use the spell. Again, then I can probably finish you off. There we go. Yeah, so that's actually a good combo, I think. But anyway, what was I saying about open world games? Oh yeah, so it's just... Yeah, so like Elden Ring was a good example of that. Hard to balance for because I went to a tough place early on, which meant that the place I was meant to go linearly was actually too easy. But then, you know, it got sufficiently tough again, particularly Millennia. Jeez. But after, like, that open world game design, you were actually truly exploring. Whereas in a lot of other open world games, you're not exploring. You're just going, like, in the direction of a marker on a map. Whether that be on a map that, you know, like you press the M button and a map pops up. Or, I should be using the other sword actually for those. But, what was I saying anyway? But, or like, you know, the little HUD thing at the top. I'm thinking of Skyrim with that. Although I think, did The Witcher have that as well? Witcher 3? It's been a while, folks. I can't remember exactly. Here's our skeleton. And he'll come along and fight us when we head over this way. But, yeah, that's just, you know, that's just one of a myriad of reasons why I'm just kind of so sick and tired of open world games. Also, is it me? Oh, I forgot that actually my mace can kind of work on these skeletons, but... not skeletons. Paintings. But I don't really mind. Oh. Oh my goodness. Hang on now, this is new. I haven't had this effect on me before, I don't think. I can't actually swing. Okay, there we go. Oh, now would be... Oh! Hello? Was that blindness? Oh, yes, it is. I can see that right over there, blind. Should I... You know what? It's bright enough over here. I'm going to switch... And I'm gonna get hit. Give me the... I died. Okay. That was foolish on my part, I will admit that. Luckily, we didn't do too much. We went to the woods, we got that... Actually, you know what, yeah, let's quickly do that, but then we can warp back afterwards. So I went to the woods and I got that sword. The rusted sword. So I'm gonna very quickly go and do that. But then... And what was it? Currently I have the fire sword on me. Okay, I won't even bother with the bow now. But back to... Yeah, so I just want what kind of more focused game experiences, I guess. Like Sekiro, for instance, or Dark Souls, they're not like particularly long games. Now, maybe, you know, that might depend on your skill level. Because I remember, like, when I first did Dark Souls, the very first time I did Dark Souls, I think it did take me, like, 60 hours or something. I'm not sure exactly. Which is kind of crazy. But now, like, I remember the last time I played Dark Souls, and I went through, like, and beat all of the bosses, it only took me, like, 12, which... I don't know, like, how that compares. Well, I mean, I know there's some speedrunners out there who are able to kill all of the bosses in, like, an hour or something. I'm certainly not on that level. But you know what? Like, I think it's a... You know, like, as an RPG, it's not exactly crazy long, is kind of my point. Okay, I need to beat the crap out of this guy. And then it was in one of these buds. Here we go. Okay, so I think it was in the second one up here, from what I remember. Wait, did I open this one? Actually, don't think I did. Hang on, I haven't... Oh, it looks like it's swelling. There we go. Oh my god. Wow. Again, I die somewhere else, come back to an area that I've explored already, this time twice, and I find something crazy like that. Okay, I'm definitely exploring up there in a moment, but before that, I need to get that sword. And one of these also had... Yeah, this is the health vial. So wait, was it this one down here then that had the rusted sword? Oh, I need to pump this up. Here we go. Yeah, so this is the rusted sword now. So I might temporarily swap this because I want to try leveling up the rusted sword and see what it becomes. Okay, so let's head up here. But back to... Yeah, so the point anyway is that like you don't need to have these gigantic worlds to explore. In my personal opinion, at least. I think... Oh, I should be using the rusted sword for this. I think you should just... Like, is this game open world? I don't agree with that necessarily. But that's something as well. It's kind of hard to define... Oh, it's a shortcut. Okay. So I get that now. So that means it isn't a new area, but that is actually kind of a helpful shortcut to have. It means I don't have to go all the way around. Okay. So now we're going to warp back to the... We're going to go here first. And if we can't make any progress, then... Is it this one next? Is this the castle? But as usual, I'm going back to the tomb. Okay. So anyway. Yeah, and so also I just like to, you know, I really hate when games are kind of wasting my time. Like actually an example of that, a good example of that, is because I know a lot of people love this game. I don't quite understand why. Not this game, Lunacid. What I mean is the game I'm about to talk about. But like the Dragon Age franchise. So the first Dragon Age game, I think, is really good. Is it perfect? No, it isn't. But like, you know, most games aren't. So, you know, even though there's a few blemishes in it, I thought it was, you know, a really good, enjoyable RPG. Then the second game, I mean, I went into the second game with the expectations set a bit by people's reception to it. There's a lot of people who were like, oh, Dragon Age 2 is awful, terrible. I played it and I'm like, you know, there's a lot of aspects of it that aren't as good as Dragon Age Origins, but, you know, it was a alright enough game, I think. I was like, okay, this is a blemish, but it's a blemish that I can accept. And then I go on to Dragon Age Inquisition, which, if I'm correct, I think that's actually available now for free on the Epic Game Store, which I'm not a fan of the Epic Game Store in the slightest. Just thought I'd bring it up in case like you are a user of it and you're like, oh, I want to get that game. But Dragon Age Inquisition. Now that was a game that I had expectations for, and maybe that's part of the problem I had with it, because I'd heard that it had gotten Game of the Year, and like, so that's already setting some expectations. Also, at the time, all I'd heard was positivity about it. Now, when I started looking into it afterwards, I did see that there were quite a few other people who agreed with some of my sentiments towards it. But you know, I went into it with, you know, pretty high expectations, and I came out of it and I was like, this game isn't what I wanted it to be. Now, there's a few aspects I can commend about Dragon Age Inquisition. One is that I do like the fact that they split the world up into zones rather than just having one big, gigantic open world. Like, it made it somewhat more palatable like that. But part of the problem with it is that there was just so much filler content. And, like, you know, some RPGs do have filler content. But in this one, it seemed excessive. Absolutely excessive. Give me one quick second. I wonder can I hit both? Probably not. It probably has a limited range. Also, how am I doing mana-wise? Mana's not too bad. I might need to swap to a different weapon, like the fire sword or something. But yeah, like, I just remember, whenever I think of that with Dragon Age, because I think of, in particular, this one area in it. It was like a nighttime deserty area. I remember there was some discussion about, like, dwarves having gone to the surface and set up some kind of civilization there. I can't remember the name of that zone, but I think it epitomizes... This annoys me, by the way, because it looks like this can open. There isn't like a hidden wall along here or something, is there? But I came out of that zone. I did pretty much everything in that zone. And I came out of that zone, I was thinking to myself, what was the point of that zone? Like, what did I actually get done in that zone? Or, like, did I learn more about the world in, like, a substantive sense? Like, and the answer was no, I didn't. Same with, like, pretty much everything I encountered there. Like, sure, okay, the dwarf thing can be somewhat interesting, but it just also felt so tangential. It didn't feel relevant, is basically my point about it. And because of that, I just came out of it feeling, I don't know, just very unsatisfied. Now, some of the characters can be good in that, and, you know, there's some good ideas as well, but, like, the fact that their tactical view was so basic compared to the original. I don't know, it just... Okay, so even there, you can't actually hit... Do I still have enough mana to do one last spell? Yeah, and... So, I don't know what they're going to do with Dreadwolf. For one, as most people seem to say, even though Dragon Age is a, you know, pretty successful series, they don't seem to quite know what they want the gameplay to be. They always seem to be changing it. Okay, I need to take another... Restore a bit of mana. Oh, did that not actually fill the entire... Hang on now. Oh, no, it did. Okay, it just looks a bit... It looks like there's a gap over there. But, what was I saying anyway about that? But yeah, so, like, Dreadwolf, I wouldn't be surprised if it's... Like, what are some of the most popular RPGs lately? And they're probably going to base it somewhat off of that. So you have, like, Souls-likes, like Elden Ring. You have... There's no way they do Baldur's Gate on it. It would be kind of really amazing if they did that. Like, actually, going in the Larian... Have I ever seen this before? Mausoleum. Hang on, I think this is new. How do I get in here? Shoot. But this is good. This is new. This is something that I haven't found before, I think. Which means, have I not been over this way then? Oh god, okay. But anyway, so yeah, like, for instance, I have never played Baldur's Gate 3. I tried getting into the very first Baldur's Gate game, and I bounced off of it, but I do think it's just because there's a lot of mechanics in that game that I didn't quite get, so I think that could actually be a fun one to do streaming someday. Have some, like, big Baldur's Gate fans come into the chat and, like, explain to me, you know, like, this is how you do this is how you do that. Not, like, spoilers or anything, but, like, just kind of a guideline of, like, this is how you develop your characters and stuff. I think that could be a lot of fun. But I did play Divinity Original Sin for the first time recently. And I thought it was really good overall. Like, some of the concepts in that game are amazing. Now, again, is it a flawless game? No. Like, for one, I think the companions in that game were very underdeveloped. Sure, they had their own little quests. It also kind of bothered me that everyone treated them with such hostility if you tried to have them talk to someone. I know, I just thought that was kind of weird. And maybe that's something they fix with... Because I know, for instance, with Baldur's Gate 3, everyone talks about the companions. Like, people love the companions, so maybe that's something they kind of fixed with this second Divinity Original Sin game. I've definitely been here before. Okay, so I'm going to go back down and just look around down here. Because I really want to know how to get into that mausoleum. But... yeah, I was super impressed with that. So, if Baldur's Gate 3 is just like a better version of that, then that means that game is amazing. I could see perfectly then why people consider it to be a masterpiece. But yeah, that's kind of the direction I'd love Dragon Age to go in, and I just don't think EA will let them, to be honest. Like, at first, the EA purchase seemed actually pretty decent for them because... Oh, hang on, this is... Yeah, I've got the Rusted Sword. I actually forgot that I have the Rusted Sword out. Because, you know, it seemed like they were going to get more money for it. But what EA has done to BioWare has been nothing short of like a tragedy, like within like the entire game industry. Also, did I see? Because BioWare at their peak was so amazing. Okay, sure, I bounced off of Baldur's Gate, but that's probably just because the mechanics of it I just wasn't used to. But like, for instance, Knights of the Old Republic, so good. Like, awesome game. I do need to go back and do Jade Empire. I remember playing that many years ago, and for whatever reason, I think it wasn't so much a case that I disliked the game. I think it was just that I game hopped. Because way back then, I did so much more game hopping. Like, these days, I hardly ever game hop. But yeah. And then... was there one in between Mass Effect and Jade Empire? I'm actually trying to remember. Or was Mass Effect literally the next one after Jade Empire? I honestly can't remember. The point is, yeah, like the Mass Effect games, pretty awesome. Even if, like, I played through the Mass Effect Legendary... Is it Legendary Edition? Is that what they call it now? Recently. And, like, I played the first and second Mass Effect back in the day. But Mass Effect 3 I didn't get the chance to play because it wasn't available on Steam. So it's just like, oh, shame, I can't play it. Oh, hello. Yeah, I mean... Like, I have it as part of the list of games that I want to play. And I actually looked up... Oh my god, I've done a circle. I've done a list... I looked up, like, how long it is. And, like, apparently one of the criticisms people have of Jade Empire is that it's a short RPG. It's a short game. So... that is pretty strange from that perspective. So it shouldn't be that, like... that difficult to, like, pick up and play, probably. It's just, like, literally, I have a list of, like, 350 games right now to work my way through. So, yeah, that's gonna take a while to do that. Disgustingly long. But, yeah, I definitely want to, like, go back and do Jade Empire at some point. But, yeah, I played through the Mass Effect Legendary Editions recently. And they were a bit more flawed than I remembered. Like, the first Mass Effect... I forgot that the inventory system is not very good in the very first Mass Effect. Like, you're getting so much of this, like, this armor or these guns, and it's such work to have to try to figure out, like, which ones are better, because they all got these different companies, and, you know, something that's 7 might still be worse if it's from the wrong company, compared to, like, 5. And then Mass Effect 2... is a better game in almost every way, but I did get a bit sick and tired of having to scan those planets in it. Then Mass Effect 3 I played for the very first time, and I had a really good time with it overall. There were some aspects to it, you know, that I wasn't fond of. In fact, I thought one weird thing was that, you know, that DLC, the, what was it called? Citadel DLC for it? I thought I don't know what happened there. Maybe there's some behind the scenes thing, but like I actually thought the writing was really bad in that DLC. But then like the game itself is mostly well written, and you know, there was some good other DLC. And like BioWare, they're a company that I have really fond memories of. Like back in the day, I was super excited for. Oh my god, I forgot this guy's back. I was super excited for whenever, like, a new game of theirs would come out. And now... what was it? I still haven't picked up Andromeda. You know, I've been kind of warned away from Andromeda. You know, if I found it cheap, maybe I'd still pick it up and give it a shot as someone who likes Mass Effect. But... not a priority. And then Anthem. Anthem is just completely wrong for them. I think everyone's sick and tired of talking about Anthem. But yeah, and then like they just like they've done, like EA have done pretty much everything they can to screw up the development of Dreadwolf. Like the original idea for Dreadwolf actually seemed quite interesting, and they were like, nope, you gotta have multiplayer. And now they're like, okay, you can have it be single player, but a lot of the people who were involved with like Dragon Age and Mass Effect are gone, so it's like too late for all of that. Yeah, I think I remember going and finding this, because it's also a hard thing to do in a certain degree. Actually, okay, there's a few things about that. One is, I'm glad to see that I didn't even know this was a thing. Apparently there's like some clause or something in at least America, I don't know about in other countries, where it's like, if you leave a game studio, you can't like go work at another game studio, whether it's one you set up yourself or at, you know, a rival's one, for like 6 months to a year. And, you know, I understand the logic of it. Like, the logic is, you know, like there might be some theft and stuff, but it's also super suppressive. And I think at this point it's just a case that they need to just, like, get rid of it. I think it's too harmful at this point. And, like, let all of these developers that leave go set up their studios, and, you know, I think the industry will be in a much healthier position. And then what was the other aspect of that I was going to say? Oh yeah, but also just trying to... It's so much easier to keep track of a studio, I think, than a person when it comes to, like, game development. You know, it's easy to point at something and go, oh, this is, you know, this game is made by the same company that did, you know, Mass Effect and stuff. You know, let's say with regards to Anthem. But, like, the people who actually made Mass Effect might not be there. Noble Crips. They might be off going doing their own thing at a completely different studio. So yeah, that can be tricky to, like, keep track of sometimes. But yeah, I just think, man, there aren't that many AAA games. Is that the term you'd use for some of them? Like, surely, yeah, at this point, From Software games must be AAA games. Like Sekiro and Elden Ring, and even Dark Souls 3, they must have definitely been considered AAA games. Crap, I got blinded. Whereas maybe the first Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2, maybe they weren't so much AAA. But, like, there's not a lot of AAA games that I get excited about these days. Mainly it's, like, these little indie games that I get more excited about. Hang on. Like, Humble Choice has actually been a surprisingly good way to find a bunch of interesting indie games to play. Like, I remember, like, it wasn't a particularly challenging game, but it had such a lovely style and aesthetic. Path of Giants was a very nice little puzzle game that I got as part of Humble Choice. And I was like, oh, this game looks interesting, I'll give it a shot. And I tried it, and I was like, this is actually really good. Also, they've locked me, but I'm in, like, the fully charged up stance. When I get uncursed, am I going to just immediately swing? I'm going to hold the button. Because I really shouldn't be using the sword on these paintings, but I would like to see what the sword becomes. Because, you know, these games, if a weapon is crap but you can upgrade it, sometimes it can actually end up being, like, a super awesome weapon. Think, like, Magikarp to Gyarados, although that's evolution. I guess my other example would be the sword, the broken sword hilt in Dark Souls. Crap, I got cursed again. But yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, other, like, AAA games, or what games people would consider AAA that I've actually been excited about in recent times. Well, I mean, I could cheat with some degree. Like, for instance, I'd love for Demon's Souls to come to PC, but, like, if Bluepoint's remake is considered AAA, which it might, I'm actually not 100% sure, like, that's kind of cheating because it's a remake. So I wouldn't really, like, include that. AAA games that I'm excited about. Nope, I'm blanking. I'm sure there has to be at least a couple, but maybe the other thing is that I'm kind of focusing on working through the backlog, which never seems to get smaller. In fact, it seems to only grow, mainly because of Humble Choice, Humble Bundle, Fanatical Bundles, and if I see a game super cheap, like, I'm not gonna say no to it. Like, I discovered, how did I even discover them in the first place? Daedalic Entertainment's games. They were, like, you know what? Also, I'm not actually making any progress here. I'm going to go to the castle because I just think I need to actually make progress this week. I don't know where I'm going in this crypt. I think it's time to just go to the castle. So I'm going to go do that. But I need to find my way back now. So... Wait, what was I saying about that again? About the AAA games, Oh yeah, and just Humble Choice and stuff, yeah, and just finding all this... Oh yeah, I was talking about Daedalic Entertainment. Yeah, I don't know how I found it, but like they were selling like a bunch of their games for like super cheap. And I was like, you know what, I'll give this a shot. I'll pick up some of their games, I'll give them, you know, a chance. And now I think their Edna and Harvey games are like among the best... man, I leveled up quite a bit there. Are among the best point-and-clicks I've ever played, personally. Let's get this to 20. I think that's good. And then we can increase this here. I think that's kind of okay. And then if we're going to do this, yeah, we're going to take this. And we're going to warp now to the... I think it's this castle. Because I'm just not making progress in the tombs or whatever. But yeah, I played that and like, oh my god, that's so awesome. Like those two point-and-click games, like some of the best I've ever played. Are these enemies, by the way? Phantoms. Oh shoot, so I need to use magic again here? Okay, that's a bit annoying, but what can you do? At least they go down easier than the other ones. Oh, wait, is this an NPC? It is! Garrett the Hound. Salutations, little lambkin. I am Sir Garrett the Hound. Garrett. That wasn't the guy in the book, was it? I'm on my way to kill the lord of this castle. But I've ran into a bit of a conundrum. I can't figure out how to open the main gate. I haven't actually looked at the main gate, but I feel so foolish. How does it work, I wonder? Are you basically the Sigma or Sigward or whatever you want to say of this game? I don't know. But yeah, and then I've played like a bunch of their other games. I'm trying to play them in like chronological order to some degree. Hang on, I need to read this. What does it say? Cattle cells. And I need to place something in here, but I obviously don't have it. So I might be able to get it somewhere else. But yeah, so like I've been working my way up through them mostly chronologically. I took a bit of an exception with Deponia because Deponia was like the complete journey. So it was the three like original Deponia games all in one bundle, one package, one game essentially. So I was like, I'll just go through those because I don't want to be like doing one and then hopping to another game. Ooh. Wait. No, I think I got the cursed dagger before from like that jump. So hang on, let's take a look at the cursed blade. Oh, corrupted dagger was what I got somewhere else. Okay, so this can't be upgraded. It does have pretty good damage. A broken blade from a legendary dark sword. Its power waxes and wanes with the phases of the moon. And on full nights, it drains the power of its wielder to resurrect its old dead master. That sounds really dodgy. Okay, so that sounds like a bit of a risk, to be honest. Now, maybe there's something amazing you can do with it. But based on that item description, I'm kind of like, I'm good. I don't want to, like... I don't want to risk that. But yeah, like, I enjoyed the Deponia games a lot. I haven't played Doomsday, so I can't comment on that one. And also, I wouldn't say they're as good as the two Edna and Harvey games. Those are my absolute favorites. Can I really not get... Oh, maybe I can climb. Hang on. Is this a... Can I destroy these plants? I can. So I may as well do that, not just to get resources, but also to level up this rusty blade. But, and, you know... But... Oh, excuse me, so rude for me to be yawning, but I am quite tired. But yeah, like their games overall, I've quite enjoyed them, and I was really sad to hear that they like shuttered their whole development division just because that game Gollum failed. But what can you do? So you have nothing else to add to me, right? I feel so foolish. How does it work, I wonder? Yeah, so you don't have anything new to say to me. Can I really not progress here? Okay, I haven't explored this fountain thoroughly. Maybe there's like a secret gem or something on... Oh, I got caught for a second. And I don't think I can break this, right? I think if I could break it, I'd be getting experience from hitting it, and I'm not, so... Oh god, I keep getting stuck in things. Okay, I better stay away in case I can't move. But yeah, like that was the case. Because, you know, point-and-click games, I do admit that they're quite like an acquired taste. You know, in the past I've certainly had my frustrations with them, but they've really grown on me. Like, throughout the years. So yeah. Quite enjoy those games. And I'll be curious to see what the last few of their point-and-click games are. There's Doomsday, there's Silence, and there's Ken Follett's something... I can't remember, is it Pillars or something? If I hit this... Okay, that doesn't work. Do I use some kind of light spell? Actually, I do have a light spell. Maybe I should try experimenting with that. Or it could be based on magic? White magic, possibly, but we'll see. Point is, let's start off with this one. Nope. Didn't do anything. Okay, so let me just see. If there's anything that looks elementally like that. Let's see. Gotta go so slowly if you use the mouse wheel. It's probably not fire. I mean, I could see it being like a holy thing, possibly, if it's the only thing is it's kind of yellow. Yeah, I'm a little stumped on this. Maybe this was to find something in the tomb, the catacomb, to then. Hey, Zerk V, you're back. Awesome to see you again. At this point, Zerk, I think I might actually need a hint. I don't want you to give me the answer, but I've been exploring the catacombs. I made my way into the forest, and I kind of realized that going to the forest was kind of going backwards. This is a vampire castle, yes, and there's like this thing over here, the cattle area, which I think I need some kind of gem to act as like a key to enter this door. Unless, actually, now that I look at it, I was trying some magic to see if, like, these things would open. Maybe if I cast fire magic on this, it'll open. Probably won't, but I may as well give it a shot while I'm, like, trying to figure things out. But, yeah, so I went here because I'm like, oh, I don't know... Nah, that didn't work. Of course it didn't. Because I'm like, I don't know what to do in the catacombs. And now I feel like I'm blocked off here as well. So I'm just curious what it is that I'm missing. Actually, I haven't thoroughly explored the Sanguine Sea either, so I can go do that. I do have the tools? Okay, wait, hang on now. I need to go back then. Give me a moment. Okay, so that's all I need to know. You're talking about the door with the red gems in it, right? Just gonna double check that. Like, yes, okay, good. Okay, so in that case, oh, these guys came back. Shoot. Okay, tell you what. Let me get my mana back. Also, can I okay, I can. So, what do I want to put in? To be fair, it can never go wrong with speed in terms of being able to run fast, so I'm going to go with that for the moment. And let's use the magic to wreck these guys. In fact, these guys have so... Oh, holy water, very nice. Okay, and then I'm going to take a look at my items and spells and see, like, what I'm missing here. Okay, so this says cattle cells. This is some kind of indentation. This is the door. Okay, let's take a look. So, what are our options here? My inclinations would be items or spells. I doubt it's a weapon, but I guess it could be a possibility. Let's see. Holy Warm to Ghost Light. But you knew immediately that I have the thing to open it. So if that's the case... Because this I got in the forest, so can't be this, because you wouldn't have known that I was in the forest and found the spell, right? Is it a quick item? You mentioned it's a vampire castle. I doubt it's to do with this blood wine, right? Holy Water, Moonlight Vial, Poison Urn, Survey Banner, VHS Tape. And it's not going to be a material. Like, the main thing it's nothing to do with this, is it? The Vampire Hunter's Sword. You said it was a vampire castle. Let's just test this out. No. Okay, I might need a little bit more of a hint to figure out how to get through here. So, am I sticking something in here or am I striking the door? Yeah, maybe I'm just being foolish about it. Maybe the answer is super obvious. In the pedestal. This pedestal. Okay, so I've got to do... Wait, in the pedestal. Spell, not item. Okay. So I've got to cast... Wait, do I cast a fire spell into the pedestal? No. Wait, there isn't like a super obvious spell of unlocking or something, is there? Let's see. So it's not Wind Dash, probably. It's not Summon Snail. It's not Ice Spear, surely. Holy Warmth, Ghost Light, Earth Strike. Again, you said it was a vampire castle. It's not Coffin or something, is it? That seemed kind of weird to throw a coffin onto here, but I'll give it a shot. Nah. Okay, what are my other options then? Maybe it is the blood thing. Although the thing is, I don't know how you knew that I picked this up. If you, or maybe you said that after I got the. Oh my god. Okay, what I was getting caught on there was the fact that you immediately knew I had the spell. And I thought because you didn't see me exploring the forest that it couldn't have been that spell. But you knew somehow. Okay. So, since I'm in here now, hang on, let me just... This is probably going to be a recurring mechanic, so I'll keep this open. Although I will replace it, I do want to swap them around. Lightning. And then I'm going to bring the Blood Drain. Can I go back outside? Sure, I can. You mean back out here? Yeah, what's... an equip Dark Skull, okay. This is going to be some neat little secret, presumably. Dark Skull. Okay, I've got Dark Skull equipped. Do you want me to use it on, like, the front door or something? Or... like, where would I use it? Oh, by the way, I can get some item experience for these, so I'll cut... There's a giant window at the very left. Shoot at it. Hang on. Let me just get the weapon experience for this. A giant window. This giant window? This one over here. I don't know if that's a window. Oh! Wait, a door opens. So a door's opened. Hang on now. I need to look around. I was about to say, like, how do you find out something like that? Like, that actually would be, like, a situation where, it'd be like, in Dark Souls, you'd have, like, a message, a player message down there saying, try shooting or something like that. Oh, by the way, I better... Hang on, I'll take a look around the edge of the areas as well. Or I actually could just use the Vampire Hunter Sword, probably, to kill these things. Oh, I got cursed again, shoot. Yeah, I don't see anything like that. I guess I just basically need to... I don't know where that door is yet. Interesting. Okay, well, first off, thank you very much for that secret, because, like, holy moly, would I have ever found that secret by myself? No. I can tell you 100% that I would not have found that secret by myself. You have to use specifically Dark Skull there. Is there, like, like, usually there'd be some kind of hint in the game, but maybe there's, like, some NPC, or is it written down somewhere or something? By the way, I want to swap my Dark Skull back to Lightning. Just while I go down here. Ooh, it's dark, which means it's going to be bad for the capture. I'm going to have to swap to the Fire Sword. Just so that it's not too dark for the recording. Okay. So let's see how much damage this does. Actually pretty good damage. So now I can actually explore here, thank God. Because I will say that the tomb, I'm sure I missed something in the tomb, but like I was just running around that tomb for ages. I did find that gate. It said, what was it called? The mausoleum or something in the catacombs, but I don't know. I just couldn't figure it out. So I was like, I need to actually make progress. Okay. This is a grate of some kind. So that actually makes me wonder, should I try shooting blood down here? I'll try one more time. Nah, I don't think that's how it's done. Oh! Wait, did I do that? No, I didn't. Okay, I think that was just a coincidence. I saw like what looked like flooded blood. But yeah, like that's a wild secret. Like, to be fair, like in Dark Souls and stuff, like I would have missed out on so many secrets myself if it wasn't for those messages left by other players. Here we go. Okay, so I can whack this and open it. Ooh, and what spell? The Summon Ice Sword. Very interesting. Okay. To whoever finds me, I was at my end. I couldn't survive any longer without transmuting myself. Take me out of this prison and you'll find I can be of service. Therian Bunch, Spell Sword of the Golden Lance. It was ice, you had a fire sword, you melted it. It was a small puzzle. Oh! This was ice. Here. Oh! Wow, I really just solved that without without even knowing, huh? That's kind of wild whenever I do that. And then, like, if I replay the game, I'll get to that same section. I'll be like, "Oh, I thought I did it like this time, but why is it not working?" Okay, so I'll open this one. I'll explore along here first, and then I'll go in there. Okay, there we go. Now you're on fire. That's good. There we go. Easy peasy. But yeah, like I just feel like there must have been some hint in the game for like that little window place. Like surely, like actually, do you ever watch a YouTuber called Iron Pineapple. There's like, I'm sure you might know of him, but he's a YouTuber who covers a lot of like mainly like Dark Souls and Souls-likes and stuff. And actually, I found out about this game because of him. But he did a video discussing Lords of the Fallen, the 2014 one. And you know, it's a super informative video. Awesome. Okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, because this I thought was quite interesting. So, he did a video covering Lords of the Fallen in 2014. And he brought up specifically, because he was like, this is a big weakness of the game. Ooh, what is this? Spectral Candle. He brought up this little quest in Lords of the Fallen. It was to do with the prisoners. Do you remember? There was like a prisoner on each side of the door. Okay, I better actually progress now, because it looks like that this might be the limit, unless there's a secret wall here. But like, there's two prisoners. He was saying how like it's just a guess, and this was before I'd played Lords of the Fallen. So I went into Lords of the Fallen knowing that information, and actually it turns out there is an actual little hint in the game to solve that puzzle. It's just put in a very like awkward place. Basically, in that dungeon, the way you access it initially, where those two guys are, you can't get the hint. But if you go out into like the other area, there's like this diary entry that there's like right beside a shortcut that leads back to those cells. And actually the answer to which cell door to open is actually in that diary. So like that was an actual case where there was a hint in the game, but it was so out of the way, most people probably wouldn't even bother. It would just be a case that most people would think that was just down to random guessing. To be fair, it wasn't a particularly inspired quest anyway. I just thought it was very interesting. I was like, you know, I went into it and I was like, oh, there is an actual in-game solution, like a hint. It's just really far out of the way. Okay, there is a hint. Okay, I was thinking that there had to be some kind of hint. Let's see. It tells that it exists in a book near the door that it opens. Doesn't say anything about shooting a poison or dark spell at it. Wow, okay. That is really vague then. Holy moly. Okay, I need to be careful. Oh god, okay, there's... You know what? I think this is worthy of a spell. Did I actually hit them? Doesn't look like I hit them with the spell, but maybe I'm wrong with that. Oh my god. But yeah, anyway, so like, that's the thing, like sometimes, there's this thing with video games, and it's something that I tell to people all the time, and it's always a tricky thing to do, but like, sometimes you've got to trust the developers. You got to put your trust in them that like, for instance, in like a platformer, sometimes you've got to make a leap of faith, and sometimes you've just got to put your trust in the developer and say, they wouldn't like screw me over like this, right? But obviously there's so many games out there that sometimes they might. Or it could just be a case that maybe they didn't think about it. So, you know, I like to try to put my faith into Vampiric Symbol. Okay, let me take a... Hang on. I just want to make sure that there's no enemies going to come along and kill me. Now, what was Vampiric Symbol? Was that a quick item? A brilliantly shining jewel embedded with lost tech magic that grants access to White Castle doors. So, the White Castle door is the front door. Long ago, the Kingdom of Lyria harbored many vampiric citizens, granting them protection in exchange for their magical knowledge. Okay, I've got to go back to the front door after this, but I'm going to look around here for a bit first. Or is there nowhere else to actually go here, I wonder? Hang on now. Okay, it looks like that might be it for down here, unless there's like a secret wall that I'm missing. I wouldn't put it past it. Like I've missed so many things in areas. Like the third time in the forest, I found that shortcut that leads to like the save crystal. You know, those vines. Third time. It was like, oh my god, how did I miss this? But yes, like, I always do appreciate it when there is an actual hint in the game. Like, I think I was talking to you about this before. Like, I played Divinity Original Sin recently. And that is a game that has lots of those puzzles of, like, finding some note that talks about, like, you know, go here, go there, etc., etc. And you're like, ah, okay, I get it. But in those situations, it meant that if I came across a puzzle that I didn't know how to solve, I kind of just had to have faith that I would have to look for the solution elsewhere. By the way... Okay, you're just saying the same line. Okay, maybe I have to open the gate first and then come back to him. Kind of like with Sigmire or Sigward. Okay, so let's open this. Also, it's a quick item, isn't it? So I'll need to equip it in order to actually use it. Hang on. Vampiric symbol. And... Wait, did I not actually... Hang on now. I might not have equipped it properly. Oh, it's empty. Shoot, okay. Oh, I didn't hit... Sorry, I was thinking about it from another game's perspective. Okay. So yes, this should work now. Very nice. And now that I've opened this, I'm curious if I go back to your man, what he'll have to say. But yeah, so that's kind of a situation of putting your faith in the developer. What? How did you do that? Well, then I'm off, I suppose. Let us reach heaven through violence. Jeez. That's a bit of an escalation. Let me just check the items I currently have. Yeah, I'm kind of satisfied with that. I'm not in a rush to replace that with something else right now. Oh, actually, before I go in, I might just level up here and save as well, just so that I don't screw myself over. Okay, so let's see. What am I working on right now? Oh yeah, I was going to get this to 30. And I think I'll work on getting... Oh, I very easily got that to 30. Bit of extra jump, and also I did get a bow, and having a ranged weapon can be nice. So I'll just progress along there, that way. Also, I still need to get this rusted sword level up to see what it becomes. Ooh, I do love that. Ooh, I got an achievement. Reach the castle. Is that because of this reflection here? Because, like, this reflection couldn't have been done in a PS2 game. Ah, that makes sense, yeah. Although the aesthetic is more actual PS... Well, actually, to be fair, from the footage I saw of Aaron Pineapple doing Kingsfield 4 and... What was the other one? Shadow Tower, was it? Shadow Abyss? Whatever that was. This is blue, so I don't think we have what is open it. But I guess it does actually have that similar graphical style. Ooh, this music. Okay, so can I break this? I don't think so. I mean, there's definitely a strong element of Castlevania here. There's also a hint of that castle in Dark Souls 2. Shoot, what was that castle called again? I honestly can't remember. But yeah, castle level is always awesome. I really love to play more Castlevania. But Konami, in their infinite wisdom, which, you know, we all know what that's like. Can I destroy this, by the way? I can. They're like, you know what, we're not going to put Symphony of the Night on Steam. Or like any of the PS2 games, or, you know... There's like so many Castlevania games they could pour... Or the DS games! Like, holy moly. Ooh, Lyrian Longsword. Hang on, I'll need to take a look at this. Yeah, I played through the Advanced Collection recently, and I thought that was awesome. Like, it was really fun to, like, go and like play those ones for the first time because I'd never played them before. Let me take a look. And like that's one of the reasons I'd really love for them to do another Castlevania collection. And this is what I just got. You can level this up. A relic of the fallen kingdom Lyria, imbued with silver moonlight, a blade of superior quality. Okay, so its reach is 3.2, damage 42, speed is 22. How does that compare? Obviously, I haven't upgraded it yet, but 74, so it's less. 18. Okay, so it's a little faster. Slightly lower reach. Actually, more guard. Less thrust, but more backstep. I'd be curious to see what this becomes on leveling it up. Tell you what, it seems kind of brightish here. I'm going to equip the Lyrian Longsword for the moment. And this is close to leveling up, so once it's leveled up, I can then switch over to get an experience for the other one. Light Urn. Wait, Light Urn. Is this like throw it and it does it generate light? A fragile urn filled with holy light. Oh, okay, so this is actually like a weapon, a throwing weapon. Okay, I get that. So yeah, I'd love to play more Castlevania. Like having done the Advanced Collection, it makes perfect sense that they would do a DS Collection or something. Am I right? Man, because a lot of the old games, like actually, like for instance, like the Legacy collections of Mega Man, like holy moly, have I been playing loads and loads of Mega Man. When I was younger with Mega Man, I had only ever played, what were the ones that I played? I played 3 and 4 of Battle Network, and I played X7 on the PS2. Yeah, I know, X7. Yeah, this does damage, so I'll see if I can... It does so little damage, but this is actually a pretty good way, I'd say, to get up the weapon experience. But, yeah, that hurts! Like, what is it with them and NFTs? That is madness. Oh, Konami, like, what are you doing these days? They have a lot of awesome franchises. But anyway, just to finish up the Mega Man thing before I get back to that. So, like, I've played through the 2 Mega Man Legacy collections, Mega Man 11, the 2 Mega Man X Legacy collections, the ZX. Oh crap! Oh my god. Okay, that was really bad. But then again, I'm doing this with a rusted sword. I feel like I'm close to leveling up the sword now. Oh. Hang on. There we go. I haven't actually blocked that much in the game, so I'm not quite used to that. There we go. Gotcha. Oh, and they actually do go into fire, even with... I was killing them with the flame swords before. But yeah, that's... And then, yeah, the Zero and ZX, and now I'm playing Battle Network. And it's just like, oh, this is so awesome. Love to see this re-release collections. Same with Phoenix Wright. Like, I'd never played a Phoenix Wright game, or an Ace Attorney game. Oh god, I feel like I don't want to use a rusty sword. So just being able to to play all of these classics, like, just fantastic. Okay, I'm going to try using lightning on this. Great bat. Okay, I'm booking it. Oh my god. Oh! Okay, can I... Oh my god, did I miss before? There we go, got the great bat. So yeah, like for Konami, like I would love to see way more re-releases. Now, to be fair, they re-released Metal Gear recently, which I'm happy about. But from what I've heard, they've kind of botched it a bit, which is a bit of a shame because again, Metal Gear is another thing that I've really... Like, I've never played a Metal Gear game. So, and I'd love to get into it. I have Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, which I think you can pretty much play without ever having played a Metal Gear game. And then I have gotten Phantom Pain and... What was the... Ground Zero or something? But I haven't played them because I'm kind of like, I want to play the other Metal Gear games first and then work up to that. Anyway, let's quickly read this before I continue sharing my thoughts. Ooh, this is a long one. 1704-0578 MA. I write this letter fervently, my sweet Ophelia. Ophelia, we've heard the name Ophelia before in this game. For it presents itself that I, last living of the Fanu line, might have finally solved my family curse. As you know, our castle has always unnaturally attracted the great fog beasts, and of which your annihilation... I've much been... affectionate? Wait, is he saying that he wants... But today I found the cause. Please return to me as soon as you can. Hang on, I gotta reread that second paragraph again. As you know, our castle has always unnaturally attracted the great fog beast, and of which your annihilation I've been much affectionate. Or I've much been affectionate. Maybe I'm misreading this. It sounds like he wants her annihilation. But maybe what he's saying, they want to destroy her? The great fog beasts maybe want to destroy her or something? I'm not sure. Okay. So, having read that now, English is my main language, so I don't understand very formal English, and it looks like that. Wow, yeah, that's fair. English is such a... Oh, sorry, I just saw my weapon is maxed out now, so I should be working on this one now, I think. But to be fair, like, English is such a messed up language. Like, I really didn't realize how messed up of a language English is until I started, like, examining, like, Japanese. And, like, looking at another language, like, trying to learn it, which, to be honest, I didn't really learn that much Japanese in the end. I've learned a little bit of Japanese, like, I can read katakana and hiragana and stuff, and I know some words, but, like, I wouldn't be able to have a conversation with someone in Japanese. Okay, I'm gonna use a potion just because this guy actually has a lot of health. It's not a... Hang on. Okay, so when he does that, I should probably... Oh, this is blocking. Sorry, I didn't see... I didn't actually acknowledge that I was blocking, so I should probably try blocking now in case. There we go, gotcha. Yeah, that is a lot of kanji to learn, yeah. Gee. But yeah, when I was, like, trying to learn Japanese, like, there was so much that I learned about English that I was, like, kind of looked at it in a new light. I was looking at English and I was like, that's kind of messed up. Like, I think everyone talks about it all the time. But, like, English is so contradictory when it comes to, like, how to pronounce things. It's actually mind-boggling. Oh, hang on now. So the fact that this is flowing blood, is this telling me to put blood in here, I wonder? Let me try just a bit higher. Okay, no, I don't see that. Okay. But, like, what were the other messed up stuff in English? Ah, very interesting. Okay, yeah. Because I remember one of the reasons I didn't pick the vampire class. I can't remember all of the classes and my reasonings, but for the vampire, I remember that he is, like... Does the vampire take double damage from fire? Is that, like... I think that's what it was saying at the time. And I was like, that sounds a bit too excessive. So I kind of just went with a kind of a safe catch-all one. Yeah. So I was like, that was kind of my main reasoning for, like, why I didn't want to play as a vampire. That could be quite fun to do in the future. Okay, hang on. This is from Ophelia. I want to just make sure that this place is secure. Okay. 1705-0578 MA. Dear Lady, I've read your words again and again, for it brings me unforeseen delight to hear that you have finally beaten your family curse. Wait. Oh, okay, I think maybe I see the logic now. Right now, from our great battlefield on the outskirts to your estate, I will have the steed fly like it never has before, but I presume the raven which brings this letter might arrive sooner. Well, yes, that would make sense. So is the lord of the castle a woman, maybe? The lady, maybe. That might make sense. Oh, I can imagine. Like, vampire seems like a real, like, come back and have a very different experience kind of class. Which most games kind of have that sometimes. Okay, there's a lot of good... Oh my god, there's so much to pick up around here. Okay, hang on. That looks like it might be a spell over that way. Hang on, let's stay safe here. But, yeah, back to English. Well, like, it's also crazy. It's actually absolutely insane now that I think about it. How you can look at a new word. This is probably to open those blue doors, right? And not have an idea of how to pronounce it, despite the fact it's written out there for you. Let's see. Hang on now. Yes, this is blue. Is it the same dialogue? Grants access to Azure Castle doors within Lafanu Castle. Blamed for the moonfall, along with Lyrians, vampires were driven out and hunted. That makes sense. So, okay, so just having it equipped. I don't know if it's like having it equipped in your like quick items, or if having your if just having it on you, like having picked it up, is enough. Two doors that lead to the same place. Well, let's take a look over here first. I suspect the main way to progress is back there. Ooh, a crossbow. I'll have to take a look at that. Drink holy water. Why not? Hey, I bet that would hurt you like hell if you were a vampire. But for me, I can heal myself. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, just like the fact that it's so difficult to actually read new words in English. It's kind of crazy. In a sense, like we were talking about memorization of kanji in Japanese. In a sense, it's kind of like that in English because... Try shooting blood at the cadaver at the room with the holy water fountain. Really? Let me take a look. Hang on, so if we head back here... And you're talking about this cadaver. Hang on. Maybe I just missed. Is there like a certain spot on him that I'm supposed to hit him with the blood? Because I feel like I'm just missing. Yeah, try shooting blood. That's what I'm doing. At the cadaver. Oh! I thought you were saying... Sorry, I thought you were saying that you knew... Well, that something was going to happen. I thought that was like your hint to me, but... okay, I see what you were just like, does it actually work? That's fair. Okay, so in that case, it doesn't seem like it does anything. Now, unless I was somehow like missing all of those shots. But to me, it looked like I was hitting bang on and nothing was happening. The thing is that there is a unique interaction if you shoot blood at a cadaver of a vampire you killed. There's a unique interaction cadaver of a vampire I killed. Hang on. Was that the vampire... Oh, that would be interesting, actually. Now that I know that, actually, I will try it next time. Hang on. If I go this way, surely I'm going to come across a vampire. Actually, this music... I feel like I've heard this music before. Are you Ophelia? Hang on. Sorry for wrecking your your stuff. Wait, are you a... oh, you're an enemy! Okay, sorry, I did not expect you to be an enemy. I thought you were like an NPC I could talk to. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to kill you with magic. Oh my god! Oh my god! Whoa! Slow down. Okay, one more time, come on. God, that was fast. Okay, let's... I think I'm getting... Actually, there it doesn't look like I'm getting any weapon experience for destroying these. And these paintings, like, God, after going into those catacombs and all those cursed paintings... I think it was also the music. I think the music lulled me into a false sense of security. Because it was called Beached. I could be wrong. I thought I heard a song called Beached before. Okay, that's a new area. The Golden Lance has finally broken Castle Lefanu. While their last army was a pitiful, hopeless display of combat, they won. Huh. I've sealed the worst of their damage away using the clock tower. Ah! Okay, very good, very interesting. Yeah, so you're right, there isn't any description of the type of magic to use. So wait, that was that a clock and not a window? That might have been. I'm not 100% with that. Okay, it's like a high-level area, is it? Or maybe there's just more to do here that I should do first. Oh god, it's more of these ones. Maybe I should equip... because I presume these guys are weak to... I need to go back, actually... I'm wondering, should I go back and, like, level up this? See what it becomes. 132% experience isn't that much. I think I can hold off on the weapon for a moment. I'm going to swap to the Vampire Hunter Sword for the moment. Just because it does light damage, and I think light does extra damage on these guys. Then again, maybe I have a better light weapon. Okay, let's kill this one, and then... Oh, it does pretty good damage on this, actually. This will save me a lot of MP. Oh my god. Okay. This is very much New Londo, isn't it? Always back to Dark Souls. Oh! Okay, I got hit there, unfortunately. And... there we go. Oh, excellent. Yeah, go right ahead. My cat actually had kittens recently, so I'm also in the cat zone these days. But thank you very much for all of your hints. Like, man, you really helped me out there. Great to talk to you again. Can I actually... I don't think I can open this. Okay. Let's... Unless I'm just because now I'm thinking of vampires. If I do blood there, nah, that doesn't do anything. But thank you very much for watching anyway. I don't know if you're still there, but thank you very much. Much appreciated. So, I don't know if there's going to be a save point up here somewhere. If it seems like there's anything crazy going to happen, I'm going to go back and upgrade my my weapon. There's a hidden door. Oh, there's a... Okay, hang on. Okay, I'll kill this guy and I'll go back. Thank you very much for the last bit of advice. Yeah, have a good one. Enjoy petting the cats. Okay, so let me take a look in here. So there's a... Oh, I should have probably examined these more thoroughly, shouldn't I? Yeah, here we go. Oh my god. Is this a shortcut? What? I mean, okay. I always forget, folks. Like, I'm always walking around this world, and I'm kind of thinking of it in a medieval sense. And I forget that, like, for instance, I have a VHS with me. Which actually, speaking of that, there's no way to play it in here, is there? It looks like it might be, like, projecting or something. Can I use... It says VCR here. Hang on. Let's replace this currently... VHS tape. And if we use this... No effect. Really? That... You know, if you asked me, should I put this VHS tape into VCR? I would have thought that was like a logical... a logical thing to do. But no, it doesn't seem to work. Oh, but there's got to be something important in this room, though. Like, why else would I come down here? Maybe just to know that this room exists? Because it is also quite weird. For one, why is this being played? Huh. Well, if I can't use the VHS in the VCR... Hang on, let me just take a quick glance at my items. It could also just be a case that Zerk was letting me know that the room exists. Because maybe I'll find something later on that I can bring in here. Let's deal with the spectral candle again. A ghostly flame capable of keeping beasts away. Okay, well, I'm going to explore more up here, but it's very good to know that this is a room here. I'll need to remember that in the future. The fact that there's a lever here. Oh, I thought maybe I could do the Dark Souls thing of like getting on a lift and like running off of it as like before it starts moving. Because what's the point of these levers? Because I'm always on the floor where the elevator is. Anyway, point is that's there. If I come across more things that look like they could work in a VCR or recording room or something, then I should return there. By the way, I better put my... Yeah, there we go, health potions. Because I don't want to die. Okay, I need to also remember to keep looking out for secret rooms. Okay, yep, you're cursed. Okay, I was like, is this a cursed painting? It sure is. There we go. Okay, that isn't, though. Okay, this one's also a cursed painting, so let me just quickly deal with this. So, after all of my conversation now with Zerk, what do I want to say now is the question. I can't even remember what topic we were discussing beforehand. Hang on now. Another diary. Okay, before I read that, am I safe? I don't think I see any enemies. Okay, I think I'm good. Let me read this then. 17250578 MA. Dear Diary, I read of those with this gift before. Oh, but the sun. If they knew what would become of that dim orb behind the fog. Excuse me for yawning. Ophelia found this amusing as well. I've yet to bestow her with this, or burden her, so. She is so dedicated to serving as a knight that she pledged for it immediately. But that is not what I long for, Ophelia. There are none who stand above us now, none to take away our kinship, no reason left not to pursue happiness in your arms and in your kisses. You must know that she feels the same before sharing this gift. I cannot stand to wait a lifetime. Okay, so Justina, who I think is the lady that Ophelia wrote to in the letter, basically, yeah, she's like, I love you, so I want to make you a vampire, but I want you to be sure. before I make... Yeah, because it is a big deal, isn't it? Do you hear that? Okay, that's a bit concerning. Let me look around in here. There was already a good item I picked up there, so that could be the purpose of this room, but I just want to be 100%. God, that is creepy. I feel like there might be something to do with him. Or her. Or whoever this statue is. Oops, not lightning, crap. When in doubt, whip blood out in the vampire castle. So hang on. Oh yes, this was what I was going to do. I was going to use... Wait, when did I pick up this? A simple bandage. Okay, that's for bleeding, sure. Okay, it wasn't earth, so it was the ocean elixir. Finding a lot of these ones, by the way, compared to the earth elixir. Okay, so I that statue, very suspicious, but I don't know what to do with it. Same with the room over there. There's quite a few questions I have. Now, the fact that we can come down here... Is there something behind here? Hang on, I can probably test it out if I hit this and see if it levels up. Yeah, I don't think it's leveling up. And is this where I came in? I think it is. Yeah, pretty sure it is. Okay. Green. Okay, so we don't have the green thing yet to open the door. And I wonder, am I going to get it down here? Because this might head down to that other door, that other green door that was down here. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, the music has stopped, by the way. Okay, I might want to soften... Oh, crap, I'm stuck against the wall. Okay, I don't know if I actually hit that bat there. And there we go, gotcha. And they dropped the health vial, fantastic. Actually, magic doesn't seem to do that much against them. It's better to just hit with the sword. Crap, I need to keep an eye on my health. Oh my god, okay, you know what? I'm gonna heal after this fight. Oh my, I've healed during the fight. That was panic mode right there in my voice. Okay, that didn't go as well as I was hoping, but what can you do? Man, we're going... No, this isn't leading to the other door, because I think we're going too far down. Oh, God. The malformed. In other words, sludge. Okay, so this is probably the green one. Let's see. Yes, it is. Actually, wait, does it say anything new with the lore? With no kingdom left and no abiding rule from above, the vampires of old faded from known existence. Oh, that's fair. And here we go, we have a mirage. Yes, this leads here. Okay, actually, it kind of does lead to where... to the other door. Kinda. Not quite. I thought I was going to be on the other side of that door. Let's see, so I came down here, I think. So I'm going to take a look around here. Another one. Oh, this room. Interesting. Oh, and a door for a new area. My goodness, okay. We have a lot of... There's a door there, there's a door somewhere up there, and there's a couple of green doors that I've come across that I can now go through. So I'm really starting to... 298%. It'd be nice if I could get this sword leveled up before going back. But I'll just have to see. Oh my goodness. Now, for all I know, these could all lead to the same area. That is entirely a possibility. So let me see. There was that door that was green. There was one back along here as well, isn't there? If this green door also leads to, you know, a set of wooden doors like that, then I will go back to the save crystal and do stuff there. Because even though it'll respawn some enemies, because I'd be heading to a new area anyway, it doesn't feel as, you know, much of a setback. Okay, well, there's no immediate wooden door. Okay, so from Ophelia. Oh, Ophelia Fanu. Wait, are they... So, did they actually... Hang on, let's read this. 1729 0578 MA. Come here. I'll rub my eyes for tears and to make sure I'm not simply in a dream. My love, my sweet Justina. I never thought we'd be entwined, but we outlived all those who would stand against us. And with this great gift, we'll outlive any others. I drank her blood and she mine. So different from blood shed in battle, we shed blood in love. Yeah, so they've basically become married now, because I don't think Ophelia had the name Fanu before. And I thought this might be a secret. Ooh. The Blade of Ophelia. Hang on now. I need to look at this. The Blade of Ophelia. That's high stats there, 67. Although actually, how does that compare to the... The Steel Club actually is more damage. Now, Blade of Ophelia has a lot more speed. Less reach, I believe. Yeah, reach is 5. I was kind of hoping that this would be... Oh, hang on now. I need to read this description. The arming sword of great knight Ophelia. She defended Lyria from countless fog beasts using this sword, and continued service even after losing humanity to vampirism. Withdraws vitality from its foes. That's a big deal now. If this is basically like the blood sword from Final Fantasy, then yeah, that's a good one. Or what are some of the ones in Dark Souls? I remember there was one in Blighttown. I never used it myself, but you could get health back from defeating enemies with it. Well, I'm glad to have it. For the moment, I'm working on some other stuff, but you know what? I'm glad I picked that up, both for a story perspective and also just so I have it ready. Okay, so there's was it 2 or 3? 3 wooden doors to go through. Now, your man was recommending I don't go through the secret door that he helped me open up, which means I need to go through one of the 2 doors. Hang on. I need to try to remember. One is down here to the right. And then one is up above behind the green door that we opened there. Yeah, this is totally the time to go back now. Was this rumbling always like this? That was strange. Okay, yeah, so let's head over to our... Nah, I thought for a moment I could pick that up. Okay, first things first, we're gonna warp back to Wing's Rest. God, I always have to think about that one. You folks have anything new to say to me? Hey, Samantha. Welcome back. Okay, that's the same as always. I think you were raised by monks, from what I can gather. Do you have anything new to say to me? I'm fine for the moment. Did I ever tell you about the wicked king of rats? I think he might have? I'm not 100% though. Long ago, during the first age of magic, a witch king ruled in a starving kingdom. While his magic was great, he withheld the castle's bountiful provisions let his kin wither. Let them eat the rats, he declared to his knights, who eventually betrayed him. He was not sentenced to death by his knights, but exile in the cavernous depths carved from the flowing moonlight. His eyes were plucked out so he could never look up from the well. That's pleasant. One of his arms was cut off so he could never climb out. A rat surrounded him, his only nourishment. Okay, I don't think I've heard this story before, actually. Over the years, he would continuously starve, but never died. Using the last of his magic, the exiled Witch King turned himself to stone. And the legend goes that in the deepest reaches of the depths, there was a crumbling statue of him, once one worshipped by rats. At least I think that's how it happened. Memory ain't that good. Okay, that's good information to potentially have. Now I presume I need to have the actual... Yeah, I need to have the actual weapon out. So let's take a look where... The rusted sword. Let's see what we get for this. Dark greatsword? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so its raw stats didn't change that much, but its element did. A heavy iron greatsword imbued with a strange dark energy. Very high guard, good reach. Potentially very good against enemies that are weak to dark. Of which I don't know if you've actually come across any. Okay, so in that case... Yeah, we're going to go back to the Vampire Hunter Sword just for the moment. And we should work on upgrading the Lyrian Longsword. Any new items or... Let's see. Nope, this is the same. Health vials are so expensive right now. Mana vials, I wouldn't mind buying a couple of more of those. Okay, well, I chose the right spot to stop because it's gone up to 22 now. Okay, let's level up at this crystal and then we'll pick one of those two doors. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I wanted to get this up to 25. Having higher jump is good, but also I do have a bow, and I have a crossbow now. I didn't look at the crossbow. I need to do that in a moment. Besides that, I think more strength to just hit harder is a pretty good one. Plus we get some health. Okay, let's actually look at the crossbow because we forgot to do that. Ooh! Sorry for yawning again, but this you can upgrade. See? Unlike the elfin bow. Now the elfin bow does seem better, but as I said, this can be upgraded, so maybe it becomes amazing. And it's physical elemental, isn't it? Like it would have to be, surely. Yeah. Okay, so it won't work on those folks. Okay, I can focus on that at some point. I'll warp here, then I need to save, because I'm really... Like, I'm gonna be really bummed if I don't save and die. Okay. So So which door do we want to take for? Well, actually, one thing I want to check first is your man gone? The NPC, like, did he move on? He did. Okay, so we're gonna find him inside this castle somewhere. And I think just because it's closer, I think we're gonna take the door up there. Okay, let's take this door first, and then we can take a look at the door down below. And then, if we have to, we can take a look at the door, the secret door that your man helped me with. Throne chamber? Oh boy, this seems like it might be a boss fight. I took a little bit of damage from something. I'm not sure what. I have a bunch of health potions. Oh, hey, buddy. Haha, I got my fight, and I almost lost myself to it. The Prince of Wings, the dark son of Justina and Ophelia. Thought he was just a story. Oh, I'll be alright. I just need some rest first. Interesting. So are you here for lore, or did you actually weaken him, or what's the deal? But I've got to fight him now, right? Or did you actually successfully kill him?
Why do you disturb me? Must I suffer more
Whoa.
fools?
Okay, where are you? Okay, here we go. Oh, that did nothing. Oh my, okay. I would have thought light would be your weakness. I'll try light magic again. That's alright, isn't it? Oh boy. Okay. He seemed to be doing alright so far, but then again, he's probably gonna have at least a second phase, right? Wait, can I can't open this, can I? Oh. What's happening here? There you go. Oh, crap, I got hit. Okay, so this is gonna make it somewhat more awkward, just that he gets these moments of invincibility. Okay, where have you gone? Shoot. That's bad. I'm bleeding. That's always an interesting touch, isn't it, when they laugh in battle? Like Smaug from Orange Team Smaug had it as well. Oh my god, I'm bleeding so much! I didn't realize how much I was bleeding there. Okay, come on. Got a spell with your name on it. Oh my god, I keep missing. Oh my god, I'm bleeding again. Am I even hitting him in those situations, I wonder? I forgot that you can get your health back from bleed. Okay, so I just need to let the bleed build back up. Okay, halfway. About. Don't hit me. Ah. Can I destroy these rats? Probably not. I'm not sure if I'm hitting him in those situations. Okay, I might need to heal. Okay, stay. Oh no! Oh my god. Okay. Come on, we're down to almost a quarter of your health now. Feels like if I hit him in the sword, it just completely blocks. The game treats it as a block. Oh crap, I hit the 2. Well, it's not the worst to do that. Again, I was thinking of spells, like, I don't know, maybe a divinity I was thinking of? Okay, I better run. Ah. To be fair, there is probably a better strategy to beating this guy. Maybe summoning something would be a good idea. Oh my god. Okay, where are you? Okay, you're getting more aggressive now, which is good. Oh, bloody hell, I did it again. I was intending to use a spell, and I hit 2, which is to use a potion. The only thing I can think of is that I must be thinking of Divinity Original Sin when I'm doing that. I'm not sure what else it could possibly be. Oh, look how low his health is now. Okay, I definitely need to heal there. So that was an intentional heal there. Gotcha!
You may pass.
Oh wait, I didn't actually kill you?
Beware the depths below.
Mirage revealed. Okay, well, first things first. Let me talk to you. You did it, my friend. I can't believe it. Must venture deeper still to the Grand Warriors Arena. There will I reach my goal, the ultimate combatant. Good luck. Perhaps our paths will cross again. Well, hopefully they will, because you seem like a nice enough guy. Unless I have to fight you in battle. That is a possibility. Okay, so first things first, let's read this sign. Terminus Prism. Okay. So that leads to Terminus Prism. Also, there's nothing up here that I can do, right? Okay, here we go. Good. Black Book. Black Book. Okay, let's see. An old book thoroughly soaked in ink. Who knows what knowledge its ineligible pages once held? Interesting. I might try using that when we find a save point. Now, the question is, do I want to go into this Terminus prison right now? Or do I want to take a look at where that other door leads? That is the question. I'm going to take a look at the other door for the moment. Oh yeah, I see now that Zerk said that I couldn't do anything in that room with the coffin. Well, the hidden door. That led to the room that had the projector, I guess. Now we are getting close somewhat to when I'm due to finish. In about maybe 20-ish minutes. If I feel like... If I reach a save point and I feel like I can't make that much progress after... Oh, I forgot you guys will be back. Then I might call it early, but we'll see. They had to make me bleed right at the end, huh? Well, it'll come back, thankfully. Okay, so yeah, this was just a secret area. How far is the bleeding going? Hang on, my finger's hovering over the peel now. Okay. That is a very long bleed, can I just say. Okay, so where are we gonna appear in now? Was it Boiling Grotto? Okay. I don't have an enormous amount of faith here. Particularly since we'd have to jump down. Can't get back up. Nah, I'm not going down there. Not right now, at least. I'm sure I will at some point. But I want to be more prepared for going down there. So the last thing... Let me think now. What should we do now? I can either go back to the save crystal. I can go to the Terminus prison. Or I can go to that other door that your man was recommending. Also, how are we doing? 161%. That includes defeating a boss, by the way. Also, I just realized how dark it must look to you guys, me going through there. Because on my screen it looks fine. I've turned up the gamma, but it might be a case that you guys would have difficulty seeing it. In which case, I apologize. I'm always trying to improve. Let me think now. Well, first off, I like just jumping up here. So we can go out to the save crystal. We can go to the terminus. Or... Surely that's the main way forward. Which means maybe if I head over here... Well, first off, actually, let's try getting more experience for this. And then I'm gonna head over to the door that he helped me, like the secret door that he helped me open. I'm gonna just take a quick glance in there and see what the deal is. Did I go over here before? I must have, right? This doesn't look familiar to me. Maybe things are kind of warping together. Oh yeah, he said to use the blood on their cadavers. So I'll give that a shot too. Okay, so let's, well, first off, get that, and then secondly, no, not that. Okay, it disappeared. Don't know if I saw anything else happen there. So have I actually been over here? I want to take a look here for a moment. I must have, right? Or maybe not. So... oh yeah, this probably loops around, right? Okay, let's deal with this guy. Yeah, that's kind of a good 1-2 combo there, I think. And let me see if we clear out you. You know, it'd be awesome as well as if we can get this weapon leveled up before I finish off for today. Because I have the feeling, just because this seems like a pretty good weapon already. So I'm just kind of wondering what it's like what it's gonna become. Okay, so what's in here? Yeah, I think I've been in here before. Remember seeing this guy. Okay, so now that we've done that... let me see, so this loops around, I believe. Yeah. Exactly as I said. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep going with my original strategy, which is I'm gonna glance at the secret door that he opened up. Or helped me open up. Oh. Hang on, I haven't been in here, it seems. Yeah, if I hit their sword, it doesn't do anything. Which to some degree makes sense. But I was thinking, like, you know, maybe... oh, crap. Maybe, like, the wrist damage of blocking or something. There we go. So I think this might be more blood wine. Yep, it's more blood wine. Exactly what I thought. Okay, so now we had to go up here, and it shouldn't be too far away because it was all the way on the left-hand side. Is it over here? Well, there's certainly something over here. That was kind of funny as he slid there. Come on. There we go. I will never say no to a health vial. Oh, maybe it wasn't here. I could have swore. Hang on. Okay, so let's keep just looking around. Maybe I just had to... Oh, was it past your one? You know, the ghost lady. Maybe it was past her. Come on. Almost done. There we go, gotcha. How much experience am I at now? 274%. Whew. Oh, my weapon is so close. So very close. Okay, come on. Hey, it's lit. Okay, good. So now we can swap back to... I'm going to equip the steel club for the moment. And then next save crystal we're going to go back and we're going to see what that weapon becomes. Okay, it wasn't in here. Okay, this will heal me, so I might as well do that. Oh, shoot. Oh, do I have to keep it held? Okay, now that worked. So hang on now. So actually, I just remembered. So I actually have to go upstairs. I completely forgot that all you have to do is just walk up these stairs here. But you know what? At least we got our weapon leveled up. That's good. And then for this one... Was magic not very good on this entity? And one more time. There we go. Well, the sword did short work anyway. So it's to the left here, I believe. Yep. Okay, let's see where we end up. Sealed ballroom. There's no music. I just have the feeling that this is a boss fight. I'm not going in there. Tell you what, I'm heading back out to the save crystal. I'm going to go back to Wing's Rest. I'm going to level up the weapon as well as myself. And then I think we're going to call it for today. So, yeah, that's what I think we'll do. Okay, so let me head back first. Yeah, luckily it isn't that far of a distance to travel. See, it's just right over here. Okay. Let's start by heading back. Okay. So then we need the Lycan sword. Okay, for the moment, or Lyrian sword, sorry. I have Lycan in my head. Again, I was saying earlier that I was playing Resident Evil 8. That's why Lycan's in my head. Lyrian Greatsword, is it? Okay, so this is as strong as it can get. Okay, let's read this. A relic of the fallen kingdom Lyria, imbued with silver moonlight, a blade of superior quality. But as all things Lyrian were banished, their use in battle is shamed. So 75 damage, 24 strength, 4 reach. Well, it's definitely pretty good, but whether it's better than the Steel Club is the question. Same damage, okay. It's faster, but it's got less reach, same guard, a lot of backstep, but less thrust. Oh, they're neck and neck. I feel like the reach, I really like the reach. So I'm gonna stick with the Steel Club. Besides that, you won't have anything new to sell. Do you have anything to say? Nah, nothing. Okay, let's level up, save, and at the castle, and then we'll finish up. So you have 4. We wanted to get this to here. And then more speed's always good. I like being able to run fast. Okay, so let's warp back to the castle. And we're gonna save. Okay. So we made very good progress there. A lot of help came from Zerk, so I want to thank Zerk again. Very, very helpful, and I've made some very strong progress. Beat the first boss that I've encountered in this game, right? I think it is still the first boss. I remember it being mentioned, I think Zach Shock mentioned to me, that there weren't that many bosses in this game. But yeah, that was good overall. So before I head off, let's do all of the plugs, the quick plugs. So for those of you watching on Twitch, you can see these VODs go onto a YouTube channel called Immortallium Gaming. I also release a not a compilation. I always make that mistake of compilation. A highlights video detailing, like basically the kind of the highlights of the stream. So you can go check that out on Immortallium Gaming. There's also another YouTube channel called Victory Achieved Gaming. Victory Achieved Gaming, I help guide a friend through some pretty challenging games. In fact, it is because of that channel that I'm streaming today instead of tomorrow. I usually stream on a Sunday, but we're recording Sunday, so I actually had to do it today on Saturday instead. And also, I run a blog called immortalliumblog.com. A new blog post goes up every week on Monday, covering a wide variety of topics such as anime, manga, video games, Western animation, horror movies, etc., etc. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks, especially to Zerk, who really helped me out there. And I will talk to you guys next week, so have a good one.